Hi everybody, I wanted to come back to you with another video. Sorry it's been so long, but as you can probably tell, I've been a little sick and I had laryngitis for probably about a good 7 days, so I couldn't record anything. So I wanted to take a break, so I hope everybody else is staying healthy and well, but I wanted to do a video just with some of the favorite products. Japan is one of my favorite places to visit, and I always bring back really cute makeup products and things like that when I travel with my husband and kids, and that I bring back, and it's just always really fun things to try. So I wanted to kind of do like a makeup look just to be inspired by just the really simple, beautiful Japanese makeup that they use. So just kind of starting off with a primer just to kind of like moisturize my face. And I've also been doing a couple of castings just with modeling, and this is a really good look too if you want to just have something super clean and super simple, just so that you can shine through when you are in front of just an interview, castings, you know, things like that. I do some, a lot of modeling, so I have to keep it simple when I have interviews and castings. So this is a moisturizer. It's an Up and Up brand from Target. So I like to just kind of layer that on top of the primer. No, sorry, not the primer, but the serum. This is the primer. So e.l.f. is really nice just to kind of smooth everything out. And of course, I always start with my SPF before adding any of this, just to kind of protect my skin before I go out for the day. So this is the L'Oreal foundation. So because I want to keep it, before I start with that, I'm trying to keep it as light as possible. So I just want to cover up some of the darker spots with the darker concealer that I have, just so I don't have to use as much foundation, because I need to keep this as light as possible. So just kind of blending those all out. I just want to make sure that those are really seamless and patted into the skin before I start with the foundation. So now going in, I just wanted to kind of just really lightly add the foundation onto my skin and just kind of press that in there and go as light as possible. I think I was like in a really good mood. So yeah, I just want to kind of just really get that in there and just kind of go as light as possible. It's been out here in Portland, we're just kind of gearing up for fashion weeks and just all sorts of different fashion shows. And so this is kind of like my go-to look for just kind of going on those castings, so that they can kind of really see me and not just be too heavy, and kind of really see the condition of my skin through my makeup. But just, I love the inspiration also from Japan and just how beautiful their skin is and that glass skin look. So this is the concealer that I'm going to go in with, and yeah, I've been wanting to try these for some time. It's just, I love how it has like the built-in brush, and it just, you can kind of control how much you use so that you kind of, just don't make it too cakey. So that was really nice, just to kind of use a wet sponge and just kind of, go in lightly, just to kind of blend it in with all the skin. So now I'm going to go in with my setting spray, and I'm just going to kind of dampen the brush, because I really want this to be seamless. And instead of just kind of spraying it on my face as usual, I really wanted to kind of pat it into the skin and make it really dewy and kind of just like that wet sheer look, just to kind of make it more seamless between the foundation and the concealer. So it just is one continuous skin, one color all over. And again, please forgive my voice. Sorry, I'm just getting better and trying to recover. I'm almost there, but it's just been a crazy, as you guys all know, flu season, so be careful. So as you can see, it's just all kind of seamlessly patted in all over. I just wanted to kind of create that really great seamless skin look. and just a tiny bit. So I'm going in because I wanted to do a very light contour, nothing too heavy because I don't want it to really be a stark contrast, especially for, you know, castings and things like that. That's not what they want to see. So I just wanted to do something very, very light. So using this small brush, just kind of putting it where I normally would, but almost like a hidden contour, if you will. So now I'm going to go back in with my bigger blending brush. This is like my ultimate favorite brush. I love this thing. So just kind of go in and just really smooth that out, and then just kind of go in with my brows and just kind of define those. And again, because I'm trying to keep this as natural as possible, I'm not going to do the full, you know, the full on glam brows that I normally do, just because I want to just look as close to me as I wake up as possible. A little bit more, of course, put together, but just nothing too strong. So right away, you know, if I'm taking a picture or anything else like that, it can just be as clean as possible. And just going in with my brow brush and the LaGirl brow pomade, I'm just going to kind of go back in and fill in where I outlined and just kind of thicken up the area and just make it a little bit more natural, more groomed, but nothing too like stark and drastic. Now I'm going to go back in. This is one of my favorite lip moisturizers, besides, of course, my favorite petroleum jelly. But this is just really nice, light, very moisturizing, but just kind of add that in so it's not too much, but just to kind of prep for everything else. So, of course, this is my Morphe, I think this is the 9S palette, so chill. So I just love how natural the colors are. And of course, before I do that, I totally forgot to kind of crew my brows with my Anastasia brow. It's like the gel, but this stuff is amazing. It just kind of holds your brows in place for the whole day. It's fantastic. Now getting back to the eyeshadow. So because I just want to keep this super light, I wanted to kind of just add it in with my fingers so that it can just kind of blend in and set into the skin a little bit more first. And now I'm going to go in with the darker color. I just love having that winged out, just not even a winged out, but just I love adding that contrast to the corner of my eyes. For me, I just love how it highlights the almond shape of my eyes when I do that with a darker color. But again, because I want to keep this as light and clean as possible, I'm just doing it very lightly with the darker brown color just to kind of get that in there. And then of course, you know, I always love bringing that down to the bottom and just kind of adding that little bit of darker color towards the bottom lash area. Now I'm going to go in with, instead of using the dark black eyeliner that I usually do, because I want to keep this as natural as possible, I decided to use a darker brown color. So this is really nice because it just, you know, still gives the illusion of a fuller lash line, but nothing too dark. And then of course going in with my favorite mascara, the Essence False Lash Mascara, and then going in with my lashes. So this is a different option. Usually when I do have castings, I do not wear lashes, only because I need to look as close to me as possible, as natural. But if you're going for a super clean look or an everyday look where you don't want to have a lot of heavy makeup, but you want to just, you know, define your eyes, lashes are always fun. And this is a cute little setting powder that is from Japan. That is one of my favorites. It's very light, so I just kind of want to pat that into the skin where I do get oily in my T-zone, but it's really nice. It's translucent and it's just very light and airy. So I just want to keep the whole look as light and airy as possible. Now going in with my SAEM. This is a cute little lip tint. I know in Japan, a lot of women, you know, just in Asian countries in general, they love using just a lip stain just to kind of highlight the lips a little bit, but nothing too heavy. But as you can see, it's very blendable, very light, and it's fun because I can use this for my lips and my cheeks. So now going in with just a little bit more, instead of using a blush or the one that I always go to, which is my MAC. I wanted to use this because it was more water-based and it would just kind of keep the dewiness of the skin and the look that I'm going for. So again, it can be just very light, very natural, and just nothing too heavy, and the just dewness and softness of my skin can show through. So now going in once again with my finishing spray, I'm just going to kind of help to pat in the cheek stain just so it's like one continuous, just really into the skin so it looks as dewy and as natural as possible. So you can see a hint of color, but not like a huge streak of red or anything like that. And then I'm going to go in with my dewy stick. This is one of my favorites, just to kind of add a little bit of, it's like a very light, almost silver speckled, just highlighter, but I just love it because it's a little bit more moisturizing. So instead of using a powder, I just wanted to stick with water-based, more just moisturizing products for this look, just to keep the skin as dewy and as soft and light as possible. And lastly, of course, just going back over my lip stain with my lip moisturizer just to add a little bit of shine and moisture just to kind of complete the whole look. And just going in with a little bit more mascara, the look is finished. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below.